All right. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. All right. We are going to be answering your Etsy questions. You've submitted them over on Instagram. So, really excited to jump into that. And of course, I'll be looking at shops today as well. So, if you'd like me to go over anything for your shop and take a look, I'd be happy to do that. So, go ahead and put it in the chat if that would be helpful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll dive into some of your questions. Maybe I'll start over on, hey, Taylor, I'm going to start over on Instagram. Okay, someone said, what is the most important thing to focus on when starting a shop? Salwa AA4. Okay, so I would say one of the most important things that you need to start with is a customer in mind versus a niche or a specific product that you hope someone wants. We want to know who that someone is that we're selling to before we start a shop and start throwing listings into it. Um, let's see. Oh, you're from Pakistan? New to Etsy? Okay, a lot of you guys are new. So we always wanna be looking at the product, second to the customer. So we're landing on who is this customer that we wanna target, and then what would they really come to Etsy for? Okay, and we wanna be identifying products and trends that are outside of Etsy. We're not just copying what's already on Etsy. Okay, we have a shop to take a look at, Step to Light. Let's jump in and do that. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see here. There we go. All right. There we go. Step to light. Okay. Handmade crochet, jewelry, clothing, and home decor. Interesting. I like to really zoom in here. So, wow, I think there's a ton of potential here. However, I think you're missing some major trends in accessories right now. And we're picturing things in a not very trendy way. So, some of your photos are good, and some I would just say scrap them. Like this is a great photo here. This is great. Um, but others, I think your lighting is a little overexposed sometimes. And then the on model situation, I would not be keep doing that. Okay. And if you're gonna do a chunky kind of bracelet like that, we can do that in a more trendy way. So you could make this look super trendy, like Anthropologie customer, if you pictured it in a different way. So context matters. And you remember we want to build our brand through associations. And that's a really great way to make a product look more trend forward and trendy is by having a context or the setting around it, around that photo, right? Whether it be the rest of the outfit, the location, the materials behind the product that are more trendy looking, that will make your product look more trendy. Because this type of product, you could sell it honestly for more because the quality is there if you presented it differently. Okay. And where are you located? Oh, you're in Germany. We have lots of clients in Germany. And if you're listening here, by the way, and you're like, oh my goodness, I talked to someone this morning. She's in the UK. She's like, I know that I need help. I've been thinking about getting help for a long time, and what I'm currently doing is not working. Feel free to book a free call with us. I'll just put the link here. Only book this call if you know that what you're currently doing is not going to help you hit your goals. Okay. We have a few times open today. Okay. So I would also say for you specifically, in your SEO, it's very product focused. Very, very, very product focused. And for the most profitable customers, we want to be knowing how they search and putting our SEO in place with how they're actually searching, which we are not currently. And I find this to be the case for a lot of makers. I don't see it. Actually, I do see it a lot with I do see it a lot with print on demand as well. I don't see it as much of an issue sometimes with digital. Sometimes they are a little more prone to being customer focused, but with makers, handmade products for sure, this is common problem. The most common SEO mistake is when it's so product focused. Um, for example, micro crochet. Do people who would wear those earrings, is that specifically what they're looking for? Was that their goal with the earrings, to find something that was micro crochet? Or are they looking for a simple black, you know, work earrings or something like that? Or simple, black and silver drop earrings? Okay. Got a lot of questions coming in. Suggestions on importing from China with tariffs. The items you source from China are not made in America. You've tried. Seems like small businesses are getting hit the hardest. So, a couple things here is I would consider that US strategy around this, it's not. I would say we're making calculated moves here as a country. The people in charge, they know the outcome they're looking for, and the outcome they're looking for is not necessarily to have these heavy, heavy, heavy tariffs for the next 100 years with China. We're looking for different strategic outcomes. And so I would say I wouldn't worry so much about the different movements on the chessboard right now. And in the meantime, just keep your import levels under the 800, right? And also really consider sourcing from other countries. So, for example, even like Taiwan or India, right? There's other options as well. We have some people sourcing in Turkey. So there's alternatives, even like within Asia, for you to source from. Okay. And I did a lot in Taiwan specifically. So if you need guidance on that, just reach out in the one-on-one coaching and we can help you there. All right. This person, Jason, quantum clothing wear. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at your situation here. All right. Canada. We like Canadians here. All right. So interesting. Jason, I've got a lot of questions here. Where are we getting these product ideas? And how are you establishing product market fit? Do you believe you're targeting a profitable customer? Number one. Number two, do you believe you're getting in front of a profitable customer successfully? Um, and what is the value proposition? Yeah, those are my questions. SEO needs a ton of updates. Designs need a ton of updates. Mockups need a ton of updates. Variations need updates. There's so much missing from the listing that I don't know how you'd be able to convert someone yet. Um, just to be honest on this one. So I would say with this, go back. This is a blank slate. You only have what, 5 listings, 6 listings. Treat it like a blank slate. I would go back to really ensure there's product market fit with a profitable customer. And then we want to start updating all the listings to reflect that. Your SEO will be transformed. your descriptions, your photos, your mockups, and your designs. So pretty much everything, even your pricing strategy. So curious what the goal is. Looks like you want to conscious gear for the creators of their own timeline. Interesting. Who is this person exactly? What do they do for work? What do they do in their free time? How do they spend their time and money? Is this a profitable customer? What demographic, what age range, all of that. We wanna know exactly who this is. I have a video coming out, you guys, and I just filmed it 2 days ago. We're now on the 13th, and it's all about how to recession-proof your business in the same exact way that premium brands do, and being hyper focused on a target market with everything about your brand, your messaging, your copy, your photos, your colors, like everything needs to be targeting a specific customer. That's what premium brands do, and that's a really great way to recession proof, if you want to call it that, your business. And I talk more about that in an upcoming video, but yeah, Jason, I would say let's go back to the foundation. Let's make sure the foundation of this house is rock solid before we start throwing up a bunch of listings. Taylor Lewis. Taylor Lewis. Your shop is the Digital Tea Co. I I am praying you don't only have t-shirts. Let's see. Oh, good. I see a mug. I see some other things. All right. You're in New York. 29 listings. What is selling? ADHD, puzzles. Oh boy. Taylor Swift. Here we go. All right. So I would count these, it's hard to count these as sales, because of the risk that poses in the shop. We can't build the foundation on that. So it looks like you might have maybe removed it too. So out of what is in the shop, what is selling? Let's take a look. That one shirt sold. Was this someone you knew, or was it, curious if that was organic or if it was someone you knew? Where creativity meets caffeine. Okay, welcome. I don't know here what you want to be known for in the most valuable visual real estate. I see a t-shirt and I see a computer. So it's not totally clear what you want to be known for and who we want to target. You have mom stuff. I can't really read what's on that. So therefore I wouldn't click in search results. You got some trends. We got the cherries and the strawberries. What else do we have here? So I would say for you, design is probably going to be one of the biggest areas to focus on. I think you're onto something with the idea of the simple dad cap with the embroidery. However, we need to picture this in a different way because right now people can't read what's on it. So there's no chance they'd click in. And if they won't click in, there's no way they could buy it. Um, yeah, just with designs, I think we could help you a lot with that and your mock-ups. Yeah, I would say really avoiding props, clothing, hats, footwear, accessories in mock-ups will make them much more timeless. And even just with the color schemes and the colors that you're choosing for these, we could help you a lot with that. I'm guessing your traffic is probably pretty low right now. You should be seeing 20 visits per listing per day. So that'd be like 580 visits a day, maybe 1,000 views a day. About twice as many views. Are you seeing that, or where are we at right now with traffic? Yeah. So I would probably recommend adjusting every listing that stays in the shop. And then if there's anything that you're okay with removing, we might recommend removing maybe about 10 of these listings, and then really helping you hone in on a profitable customer using our product framework to build a product mix around them. Um, so yeah, that would be kind of next steps. Okay. Sugary Bliss Studio. Okay, cool. So we've got stickers. Nice. All right. You have some good designs, good colors, good fonts. Yeah, you have some good ooh, be very careful with that one. 3 people in the cart, of course, right? Just be very careful with that. You're on the edge of, Disney there. Okay. So I think you have a lot of potential with your design skills, and I'm curious, with these design skills, are you ever open to doing things outside of stickers? Because I think you have a great skill. Shalise, I think you have a great skill and a lot of potential with your design skills. However, I don't see you necessarily hitting, like, big financial goals with this current product mix. So, I'm curious what the goal is, how much money are you trying to make with Etsy, and then are you open to other product ideas? Because we need to focus on 2 things, your average order value and the lifetime value of the customer. Both of those things are gonna be very, very, very low with this current product mix, and those are the 2 things we need to hyper fixate on to hit big financial goals. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of great potential with her design skills. Let's go. I still would recommend some different mockups, but you have the bones of like really good design foundation. So, love to see it. Lots of potential. Let's chat. Let's look at this next one. Lafraga. What is that? Jewelry art. What is this? What is this? Okay. Cool. Europe, Maria. Here we go. Polymer clay earrings. Ooh, I have the perfect coach for you. Coach Jen is she's your girl for polymer clay. Um, yeah, she's amazing. She's in Florida, and she would be such an asset to you. Okay, so you are very, very, very product focused SEO, major problem with that. Also concerned about lifetime value of the customer. I'm concerned about multi-item orders, concerned about average order value. How many pieces do people buy at a time? How many times does the customer shop with you in a rolling 12 months? Um, I just feel like for you, with your skills and your materials, you could be serving this customer in more ways outside of earrings. And if you'd be open to that, you'd make a lot more money. Sure, earrings could be like 50% of your product mix, but are you open to other products? I think that's my main question for you. You could stick with this, but with the exact same materials, you could offer them some other things that are very, very trendy in the accessory market right now. Really started in like Jan, Feb, and I'm seeing it blow up this spring. And you have the materials to do these other products. I just am curious if you're open to it. Um, yeah. So you have a skill. I would say we're not fully taking advantage of that yet. And you could be making a lot more money if you wanted to. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yes. And then we have the link in the chat if you wanted to have a free call with us to learn about how our coaching works and what it looks like. I'll put that here again. All right, we have a oh my gosh, a bunch of questions came in. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, we have someone who just had a call with Ivan. He's on our team. He's newer on our team. You said here. She said he's lovely and very professional. Thanks a lot. Yes. Um, I'm glad to hear that. And yes, when you book a call, it's either with myself or my team, who I work closely with all day. So Ivan's amazing, and I'm glad you had a great call with him. Yes, someone asked about our SEO service that we provide. Absolutely. So on our site, it's actually 50% off right now. It's called Etsy.com. And we created this actually about a year ago, was when we started really building this out. I'll put the link in the chat. But this is really a full optimization tool for your listings. You can try it for $1, but we are continuing our 50% off 50 listings or more. So you could get your full shop optimized with this, which will save you so much time. Think about how long would it take you to optimize 50 listings? Exactly, and how right? If you can even sit down and do that in one go, you could absolutely sit down and do 50 listings with this. So you log in and here, I'll share my screen a little bit more, and, it saves your full history of all your listing optimizations, so you can go back, you can create duplicates, um, you can do I think I have too many tabs open on my screen here. I think I think I need more memory on my computer. There we go. So this is what it looks like. You upload your listings and then it gives you your titles, your alt text, description, and your tags, and an entire section of other SEO you can use for your website. But this is what it looks like. Let me show you an example. So this is a photo of one. I think one of your guys' listings I uploaded. The chatbot asked me some questions about it. It gave me two unique sets of SEO that are customer focused, and then got all my alt text, oops, description, and then tags. So you just copy paste right into Etsy, and it saves you so much time. Yes. So, what is the difference between Etsy and another service such as eRank? So, with Etsy, the idea is it's fully optimizing your listing with customer centric SEO. So, we are not creating estimates of search volume. We're not creating estimates of what we think or what a third party thinks that the search volume is, because Etsy does not provide that data publicly, like with their API access. So it's all customer focused. It's not going to be product focused SEO, it's customer focused, which really aligns with how people are searching, not with what we think of our product as. Because as a seller, right, when you're trying to look up keywords for your product, right, we're usually focusing on the details of this product. We're thinking, "Oh, it's black, it's this type of glass or stone or whatever," and the customer not always searching that way. It's usually not searching that way. So, yes, I would say this gives you a fully optimized listing, top to bottom with just uploading a photo. Let's see. This person, Breakup Bazaar. What is the biggest reason that I'm not converting? Yeah. So this Leafraa Jewelry art, your biggest issue is you're limiting yourself with your product mix, um, and it's really, really product focused. Okay, Breakup Bazaar. I wanna make sure we're really getting clean and to the point. Okay. One sale. Did you know the person or was that organic? Okay. This Breakup Bazaar funny candles for breakups, divorce, and healing. Um, Severely limiting your product mix with just candles, severely limiting your revenue with a one product mix. It's not really a product mix at that point, with a one product shop. And I think your mock-ups, we could get those to be so much better. We actually have classes on how to create your own mock-ups as well. Uh, but right now, like, what are these even saying on them? I can't quite read what's on some of these either. People can't read things, there's no way they're gonna buy it. Like if you really, really zoomed in, but people aren't searching like I'm searching right now. They're not zooming in on each product. They are scrolling like this quickly, and there's like no chance they're reading what's on these. Yeah. Some of these are a little easier to read with the high contrast, but I think even the mock-ups on these could be improved significantly. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look at the listings. Okay. Oof, yeah. Okay, I bet your conversion rate extremely low right now? Curious what her conversion rate is and her traffic. Yeah, what doesn't allow you to convert? There's so much friction in this listing, and if all your listings are like this, oh my gosh. Yeah. I think we are giving our customer analysis paralysis. Okay. A lot of questions coming in here. Okay. A lot of questions coming in. Again, if you need customized guidance, we provide that, and I'll show you what it looks like because we've had some questions about it. I'm putting the link in the chat, but it is through our one-on-one coaching and our full program. So what this looks like, we've had some questions about this. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller so you can see this, but this is our platform that everything is hosted on. Okay, so it's everything is here. Our coaching calls are here. My team is here. We have about 35 people in our company now. We have like 4 job openings as well. So we are growing very quickly, and we provide personalized guidance for your Etsy business. And we help people who are beginners all the way up to people who do up to $8 million per year, specifically on Etsy. We have all different levels available to you for support. We have like from an elite inner circle to just our little Kickstarter, and it's personalized guidance. So we provide everything you need for each stage of the business. Now, I want to show you guys something. I don't think I've showed this on YouTube before. Maybe not. But I've had some questions about one, do you keep the program updated? And number two, here, I'll take this off so you can see me. And number two, uh, like what is actually included. So it's lifetime access. Yes, we keep everything updated. We actually add over 20 hours per week of new content to this. I'm not even kidding. We have a 13, it's like 13-person coaching team. So that is how we are able to do this for you. And it's very in-depth. So our course is right here, which a lot of you have seen before. Let me know in the chat if you have seen this. But it's very step by step. You'd only have seen it me showing you. It's not available to the public or anything. It is by invitation only. That's why we book a call with you, just to make sure you're the type of person who would do the work. You know, we have to vet our participants a little bit. So, setting your goals, achieving your full ROI, choosing your customers, choosing your product mix, finding trends that aren't on Etsy, our 10-step opportunity checklist. Module 3 is fixing your whole shop, all your listings, SEO, site merchandising, optimization for mobile, all the guidance on photos, mockups, POD, digital if you do that, shipping settings if you're shipping yourself, and then the sprint, how to get traction and momentum, your pricing, your social media. Every platform is covered. All your customer service messages are given to you, what to post for every category, no matter what you sell. It's very in-depth, you guys. The marathon, let's say you're hitting 10K months consistently and you wanna get to 30K months, that's what the marathon is about, so we're planning and forecasting. If you don't have a sales plan for your business, you definitely need one, and this is where we give it to you already built out, okay? Hiring, outsourcing, email marketing, expanding onto other platforms, and then using data to make decisions. So we don't cover anything about using data to make decisions on YouTube, but that's all covered here. And then what I have not showed is our gold mine. I'm going to call it a gold mine. It's our topic library, and it is huge, you guys. For anyone who thinks, Oh, an Etsy program must just be like YouTube videos. Absolutely not. You guys, this alone, this part of the program, 272 hours. We add 4 hours a week to this. I'm not kidding. 4 hours of new strategy a week, and you can see the dates, right? This is current. Um, Whether it be, and this is a deep dive into anything you'd want to know more about: prioritization, creating action plans, finding your customer, choosing your product mix, how to compete. Another 8 hours on loss leaders. You guys might have seen my 7-minute loss leader video on YouTube. This is deep, eight hours deep on loss leaders. Branding, the handmade category, 13 hours on that. 32 hours on print on demand, 15 hours on digital, 35 hours on graphic design coaching, listing photos and mockups, 13 hours on that, shipping, SEO, another 14 hours, social media ads and marketing, 32 hours. You get lifetime access to all this. Hiring, we even bring in attorneys to speak on IP infringement. And then the last part we've had some questions on is our coaching. So we have, as you can see here, we have 5 coaching calls a week. Okay. So all the calls are scheduled here ahead of time. You know what the schedule is. We have evening calls, weekend calls. 2 to 3 calls are on the weekends, and then 2 to 3 calls are during the week. And you have 2 calls a week with me. Okay. So here I have one Friday. Okay. So 2 calls a week with me, and you're invited to 5 a week. And if you can't make it, no worries. You can just submit your questions and then catch the recording after. Okay. And you get lifetime access to all of our new coaching calls once you are part of our community. So, lifetime access to all the new coaching. So, that's about 9 calls a week, lifetime access. And then the final part of this is the one on one. And this is what it looks like. It's where you have that private access to myself and the team 24/7. And you can go through, like, she asked her questions, and then we go in and we make you videos of your shop and your listings. And this is like a 29-minute video showing this person what to fix. Subscription based. Okay, so we're like talking to you, making recommended changes, um, analyzing your competition, giving you new SEO, whatever you need. So it's unlimited daily access to myself and the team, and that's 7 days a week for personalized guidance for a year. She actually, I think she'll have like 3 years with us. Um, but yeah, people have asked, what is the personalized coaching? This is not a Facebook group. This is not where you're publicly posting and hoping that we respond to you. It's not a monthly call where you hope your question gets answered. It's not sending emails and hoping someone will reply. It's very personalized and daily access. So yeah, I hope that's helpful to see. Yeah. So, yeah, someone asked, is this stuff you could find for free? This is absolutely not stuff you can find for free because it's 13 years of corporate e-commerce that is has really been put into this. So, for example, while the course, right, it is, let me show you. It's 230 lessons, almost 18 hours. It's all prioritized for you. So you go in order, you watch a lesson, you take the action, and then there's a 57-page workbook. So I don't know how you could find any of that for free, where it's all prioritized for each step you need for each stage of your business. And then the topic library, I mean, this is another 272 hours with an extra 4 hours a week added to it of new strategy. So this, I mean, I really don't think you could find this anywhere for free. It would take you many, many, many years to even gain the experience to even be able to understand how to put something like these strategies together. And we're the type of people where, if you need extra support, like if you need more than 5 calls a week, um, like we have more than that available as well. So, yeah, I mean, these are Intensive workshops will like go through your Canva, help you fix things. You can send us the listings or the designs to actually work on, and we'll show you. Okay, perfect. So it's very hands-on, very step by step. And if you have any questions about it, the best thing to do is just to book a call. And then also just something else to keep in mind. You are in a community of other like-minded sellers. So this person here, she leads a lot of our weekly calls. She's doing mindset next week. She did, I believe, time management this week. And then we have accountability. I do an e-commerce in the news segment. So part of our course is interactive, where you can join these weekly calls and you do get lifetime access. So we do want to be seeing you every week. Awesome. Okay, cool. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, the best thing to do would be to book uh, a call with us and just chat more about your situation. Cool. Looks like we have a couple spots left for today. All right, guys. I will see you next week on the live, and I hope you all have a great Easter.